Hey everyone, welcome back to Bachelor Happy Hour. I'm Joe.
And I'm Serena.
And we are back with part 2 live at the Men Tell All we have more guys coming and you aren't going to want to miss this. So let's get into it, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right.
And if I wear glasses?
No, the glasses look great.
Better without it.
Whatever you prefer.
You're good.
This is Joe, right?
Yeah, so I'm not sure who you are. We got a new guy on this show. He's got black hair now, I see. He's got jet black hair. Who is this guy? Who is this new Charles? Who is this new Charles we're seeing?
It's due to the food I consumed in the last few weeks.
Charles, that is not true.
That's
it is due to hair dye.
Yeah. Also, when you're happy, things do change a little bit. So today I'm so happy. I think my hair didn't look like this yesterday, but they changed today.
You're so happy and you're eating so well that you're aging backwards.
You look great.
You
look great. Your suit looks great.
Very nice. I love the suit.
Shall I show you something?
Please.
Yeah.
But only this between you and me. Don't tell other people. If you can see me.
Oh my gosh, it says Charles L.
Oh, I like that.
That is so cool. Custom.
We got a custom made suit.
It's a special day. New hair, new suit, new Charles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Charles, how was it seeing everybody tonight?
Thrilled, excited, also emotional. So if I summarize, these are the three words I would use. I mean, we didn't see each other. I'm talking about the men. We missed each other. And when we saw them or saw each other in the bus this morning, boy, you listen to the loudness, the excitement, that tell you something. Yeah. We are so happy to meet again.
How special was it to have your daughter in the audience tonight?
Oh, this is the second surprise. The first night I was in a mansion and the producer, taped her. We didn't know at all. But once she was on the air, everybody was kind of shocked. And I was in particular was shocked. And today, I haven't seen Sophia for quite a while as well. I was away for a long time trip. So I'm so happy to see her, and she's such a gorgeous, a girl, as you can tell, Yeah, I'm happy.
She is. It was so nice to see so many of your children in the audience, but so special for you guys to reconnect after you've been away. There was also another woman in the audience that we spoke with that asked if you would please be the Golden Bachelor, but if you're not, if you would date her mom. Are you open to dating her mom, Charles?
This is a, $1 million question to be answered in a sense. Why? Because I was away for quite a few weeks, and tomorrow I'm flying back to my own home. So I need to sit down, sort it out, a lot of messages, particularly in the Instagram. Then I'll see what I will do. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
She's an option on the table, but you have a lot of women that are demanding attention from you. I get it.
Not necessary. Some may be too nice for me, in a sense. There's a joke circling around, there's a terminology you call sugar daddy and sugar mommy.
Yes, we're familiar with the term.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, but I'm very grateful. So many fans and audience. I appreciate their love. Yeah.
If you were to take, let's say you go on a date with one of these women, what's an ideal date look like for you? Where would you take them?
Only two. I think I would call number one is intelligence. This can be vague in a sense. However, what I really mean is that you can communicate freely and easily with the other person. And second is, I would say, kindness and sweetness. If the other person is not kind or doesn't care about you, I think life might be miserable in a sense. So maybe these are the two characters I may look into.
Oh, I like that. But where would you take them on a first date? Any dates in mind? Would you go to a restaurant? Would you cook? What would you do? Go for a walk?
Restaurant can be tough. Why? Because a lot of people will recognize me and people take photos. Oh, look at
Right.
what he's doing. So
Also, we don't know what you're going to eat that might change the color of your hair. You might be blonde after
That's
this.
so true.
sure, that's possible. I think, as you mentioned, a walk might be a starting point.
Yeah.
Yeah. To cook at some house probably is too early. Yeah.
Too early, too intimate. That's maybe like a third date.
I'm not sure yet. Yeah.
And
I'll
how is
wait
it?
and-
How is it seeing Joan tonight?
Again, she looks, very, very gorgeous and charming. We a lot of men in the mansion miss her, and because our journey with John to a certain degree, kind of if I use the word, stopped in a way, and we all wish her the happy choice, and from I probably should pick the one from the 24, Hope, and we wish her happy life and in the future. And if there's a wedding, to happen, I think most of us, maybe all of us, will go there and salute them. Yeah, cheer.
You
and
think you guys?
celebrate.
You think everyone's going to get invited?
I guess so. I'll be only one of them to be invited. So I hope everyone will be invited.
I think you'd be invited, Charles.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you're a big celebrity now.
Yeah.
She has to have you.
What if I have a girlfriend? Will she
Maybe
be? I'm just
maybe
kidding.
you'll get a +1, or maybe you'll meet someone at the wedding.
Wow, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, you never know.
You never
You
know.
never know. Well,
Well-
Charles, thank you so much for coming on. We're so happy for you.
Oh, thank you for your time, and I really appreciate it.
Of course. Go
Thanks,
enjoy
Charles.
time with your
Thank
daughter and being a big celebrity now.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
This song goes out to my new best pal, PayPal. Now that I get 5% cash back with my PayPal debit card every month on the
Is out of your control. LifeLock will reimburse you up to
Safest and quickest bikes for kick and are the New York Times Wirecutter.
Look at these two folks.
Gary.
Hello.
Look at my peeps over there.
GuardianBikes.com to take advantage of these deals and secure your holiday gifts today. Happy riding!
Look at these two folks.
Gary.
Hello.
Look at my peeps over there.
How
Welcome
are you?
back.
Oh,
How we-
nice to see you guys.
How we
Good to see
feeling
you.
tonight?
Sensational. Absolutely fabulous.
You look great.
Great night.
Yeah.
Thank
I like
you.
the
Thank you.
tie and the
Oh,
suit
thank
and the glasses. It all comes together very nicely.
Thank you so much, guys.
How was it seeing everybody tonight?
It was pretty special. It was like a family reunion almost, but even better because my newfound brothers and then seeing Joan, just fabulous. It was awesome.
Was there anything that you wanted to say tonight that you did or that you maybe weren't able to express?
No, I think everything came together just as it was supposed to. The one most important thing to me was seeing Joan's mom, Mary, who I had written that prayer for. And that really put things in perspective for me because it was as if things just got real and it came to life. It was very surreal, I should say, seeing her mom there. So that was special.
Yeah, that was nice. It's so it's just fun to see all the different generations in one room. People have their children there. Joan has her mom there. It's just does feel like a big family reunion.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
What was it like having your son in the audience and what did he think about the show?
He was in seventh heaven.
Really?
He loves the show, and that's my little mini me. He was up there making connections with everyone's family. They came down after, oh my gosh, I love your son. He's such a great cat. Like, Blake, what did you do? What did you say? So that was kind of cool with him being there and being my support person. It was really special. It really was.
Is he single?
He's single, yes.
How old
How
is
old is
he?
Blake is 34. I think. I want to say 35 somewhere.
Would he
there.
go? Would he go on? Would he go on The Bachelorette?
Short answer, yes. Long answer, yeah.
Oh my gosh, you should do it.
I know. I just have to tell him, and yeah, absolutely, he would do it in a heartbeat. I think.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that would be
so much
be
fun. What
fun.
advice would you give him if he was going to go on?
I tell him, make sure you take a steamer with you if they select you, so you can keep your clothes nice and ironed.
The steamer, yeah, that's a good one.
But in all seriousness, I just tell him, look, you got to be all in, and you have to be vulnerable. Blake is the kind of guy that would make sure that everyone is having a good time, right?
Yeah.
He puts himself last, and he's been like that all his life. He just likes making sure that everyone else is having a good time, and so yeah, I think he'd be a great addition to the program.
After watching everything back and experiencing this, would you have done anything different? I don't want to say regrets, but is there anything that you would have maybe done different?
I can't say that I would, because everything happened just as it was supposed to. I wished I could have stayed longer, because I was really looking forward to traveling and going someplace exotic with Joan. But no, everything happened just like it was supposed to, for all the right reasons. And I'm humbled by everything that did happen. So I wouldn't change a thing.
Let's say you did. Let's say you were able to stay longer and you got a hometown. Where would you have taken Joan in your hometown? What would you have done?
You know, it's funny you mentioned that, because the producers came up to me. They're like, Gary, okay, we got to start planning just in case you get the hometown. And I'm thinking, oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I haven't even thought about that, but things got real, and I'd like her to meet, like, of course, my grandson and my children. Maybe take her to the one of the country clubs where I go and play golf, and to church. Obviously, I'd love her to meet some of my folks from my men's ministry and my pastor and my church. So, yeah, I think that would have been a good outing. The whole congregation would have been like, wow, that's Gary and Joan. Like,
That would have been so fun.
thousands of people. It's a pretty big church. It's pretty big.
If they ever do a golden Bachelor in Paradise, you in? You doing it?
I love putting my feet in the sand globally, but I'd have to drop about 30 pounds.
What if they do it? What if they do it at like a country club?
Okay, yeah, that would be cool. But guess what? You saw that Chippendale dance when I opened.
I don't know what you're talking about. You were amazing on that date.
My big stomach, and I thought, what was I thinking? It was
No, you were great.
But I'm no longer 25, man. Oh my gosh, that was one of the funniest things. And to this day, my kids they're still talking about it. Dad, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? How could you do that?
You know what they should do? They need to go back, replay it, pause it where your shirt's off, take a photo of it, and send them out as a Christmas card to all your friends and family.
No,
Merry Christmas.
no, God. Don't give them that idea, because you know what?
It's out there now.
Hopefully they're listening. If
Oh my
you
gosh.
could bring one guy from this season to Golden Bachelor in Paradise with you, who would you bring?
I would bring Guy without hesitation. That's my
Guy.
buddy. He was my roommate. He was one of the good guys that I really bonded with, without question.
Nice. Well, Gary, it was so nice having you back on the podcast and seeing you back on our screens. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
Of course.
course.
Thank
Have
you
a good
for
night.
coming on.
God bless.
We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Take care.
This song goes out to my new best pal, PayPal. Now that I get 5% cash back with
This holiday season, Guardian bikes are the only your holiday gifts today.
Learn more at Meaningful Beauty.
Who were you most nervous?
Feeling.
I'm feeling good. I feel like the tell-alls are like a big night in your season.
Oh, how are
How's
you?
it going?
Good.
Every age. Learn more at meaningfulbeauty.com.
Hello.
Hi, Joan.
How are
How's
you?
it going?
Good.
Good. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. Oh boy, a long night.
I know.
Yeah,
How are
yeah.
you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I feel like the tell-alls are like a big night in your season, and
Mhm.
it's nice that that we did it. It's over, and like it feels good.
Who were you most nervous to see?
God, I wasn't really nervous to see anybody. I mean, I felt like Pascal was going to be in the hot seat, obviously, but other than that, I wasn't nervous at all. In fact, I was really excited. You know, I mean, you guys have been there. You form these like nice friendships, and even if you some of them were more love kind of connected, but even if there wasn't a love connection, you had friendships with the people, and I missed him. I haven't seen him in months, so I was so excited to walk out and finally see him again.
I know. I love that they called you an honorary mansion man, because you form all these bonds and then the relationships end, and it probably just feels like that's it. But
Weird.
you
Feels
have
very
all
odd.
of these new friends, even though you didn't end up falling in love with all of them.
Yeah. So in my mind, like I was going to be their friend forever and they weren't getting rid of me, but I just didn't know if they felt the same way. So I feel really validated. Like I'm going to start like texting them all tomorrow morning.
Yeah, because it's such a big experience in your life, and these guys are all part of it. And it's like, even though it's only a few months, it does feel like when you're in it, it feels like forever.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's cool. Anyways, watching the Pascal breakup back, how did that feel?
Yeah, that was not easy. I have to tell you.
Yeah.
At the time, it was kind of a surprise to me, although we went on that, like the Tahitian bonding ceremony thing that we did on our date. And I could see that he was very uncomfortable at it. And I was honestly pretty uncomfortable myself. It felt very wedding-y, and it like called on you to like talk about your emotions a lot for a lot of hours. And it was uncomfortable. So I felt like, we went into that in a kind of a good place, and I kind of felt his walls going back up. And I felt that he was like, oh, like, get me out of here. And, I felt like things were going in a bad direction. So
Yeah.
when I got there, to, have dinner that night, I was nervous already. And, I thought that we would end up in Fantasy Suites and we'd have a chance to talk off camera. And I thought that was going to be revealing and that we would make a decision about us then. But he kind of came already with a decision made. So, it hurt my feelings. I had hope that, he could possibly be the person I pictured him. He wouldn't have been there if I hadn't. So my feelings were hurt, but I respect him. He did what he needed to do. And in the long run, it allowed me to continue the journey for someone that possibly would, end up at the same place that I was going to be, and he was not going to make it there.
Watching the season back, was there anything anyone did that surprised you? Or just like maybe, I don't know, maybe you thought like Keith was a different person than he comes across when you're watching him back, I don't want to just throw Keith out there.
No, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
It could just be,
Yeah, anyone.
anything that surprised
Yeah.
you.
Kind of nobody in particular. The group surprised me as a whole, that they were so, I expected these guys to be at the mansion talking about sports and about how their golf game was. And I never in a million years thought that they were going to, like, on a daily basis have these like emotional, life-changing conversations that they did. And every single one of them said that they left this journey better people than when they came and more emotionally ready to move on with their lives. And that whole thing is a huge surprise to me. I thought we were going to be like dragging stuff out of them, trying to, get to know them. And that was so the opposite.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I thought the whole season was going to be. And yeah, I was actually shocked. If you're playing matchmaker right now, one woman from your season of The Golden Bachelor and one guy from your season as The Golden Bachelorette.
Uh-huh.
I've
already set them up.
Oh my God.
Wait, can you tell us?
Can I tell you? I don't think I can. They're not far enough along in there. They're conversing. But they are not far enough along in the relationship to like really reveal anything. And I'm not sure if it'll get there, but so far so good. So far I'm 1 for 1, and I have 2 more I'm going to do now. Yeah.
I love that.
God damn it, Joan. You can't come out here with that and not give us names.
Who needs Golden Bachelor in Paradise when Joan is just going to matchmake everybody?
I'm just going to do it. Or I feel like I should go to Paradise with them all and then do the matchmaking. I think I should be the bartender.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's always good to have a little guidance.
Yeah.
I love that.
You've had a long night. So last question, looking back on your whole journey, is there anything that you would have done different?
I don't think so. So like you have to make a lot of in the moment decisions, and rose ceremonies particularly are really, really, really hard. You think about them a lot, like the couple days leading up to them. And they were really just stressful. And I second guessed myself every single week when I had to do that. But in the long run, when I got down to my final 4, I felt very confident that I had the right 4 there. So I think that was the only second guessing I did was rose ceremonies. But after that, I did pick people for dates that I thought that they would be really good at. Like I picked Jonathan for the horseback riding date because he's from Iowa. And I thought, certainly he rides horses. And he's like, yeah, I haven't ridden one since I was 6. And then I picked Jordan for the ice skating date because he lives in Chicago. And I thought, he must ice skate. It's freezing cold there. And he's like, yeah, I don't ice skate at all. I have never done that. So I was really bad at picking people.
Maybe a little date activity swap.
Yeah, I needed some counseling on that. But I picked those wrong. They ended up being great dates, but I didn't pick the right people for the right dates, as far as athletics.
But sometimes that's more fun.
That's more fun. Yeah, nobody wants to see. Yeah, people want to see Jordan fall, not skate around.
Oh my God.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah. It was the funniest fall ever. It was
very funny.
Yeah.
We have your season finale coming up. Everything is coming to an end. And obviously, we know you can't give anything away. I mean, I have a feeling we're going to be talking to you again very soon. But can you tease anything for the finale for us?
So finale, like in true Bachelor form, is a different ending that's ever happened before. A lot of emotion. The journey continued all the way right up to the end for all of us, and a lot of tears, a lot of emotions.
Okay. Well, we are very excited to tune in, and thanks for coming and chatting with us. We know you've had a very long night, so congrats on being done.
Thanks, you, Sean. And I'll talk to you soon.
Yes, we will talk to you soon. Bye.
And to all our listeners, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Bachelor Happy Hour. We really appreciate it.
And be sure to tune in to Joan's finale of the Golden Bachelorette, and then tune into Bachelor Happy Hour for our recap and interviews coming your way. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.